Okay, welcome back again in my streaming. So it's been a while I'm not streaming because I have an issue with my bank account, so I just have to finish it up first as my priority. Now I'll go back to live streaming. Let's try the Skyrim streaming today, so let's get to it. Okay, I'm going to change the screen. It's supposed to be not editing. I guess that's it. So there is an issue on the muzzle flash as usual. It's been very classic issues. It's been exists for ages. So I'm changing the AK into my motion gun because it has the weapon animation on the muzzle flash. So I will show the issues. Okay, I'm trying to shoot now, like this in the first person, and it's perfect timing for first person camera. And then I'm going to change third person, but it's still using the old muzzle flash. So the muzzle flash animation is actually from below of the player location. Right down there you can see this frame rate taken from below players. It's supposed to be scaling, I'm not sure. I have to change this right now. Now in the first person it's no longer glitch because it's a weapon animation. Follow the character players whenever the player start the shooting animation. So this muzzle flash is basically the positioning from the far away at the bottom, very deep underground or very bottom of the player. So I'm going to reanimate this into the scale. I think I'm going to do it today, but sadly the real issue is this. That's the full automatic without muzzle flash. So the person, so only works for one shot. And the issue is from the XML itself. The default animation for the weapon is only 2, which is the release animation and then the reload animation for the weapon animation. It's supposed to be, I'm trying to add one more animation for idle drone like this. This is the other drone from the previous animation. So this is the crossbow animation, and then for the first person will be full automatic because it has a script and it's for the dwarven crossbow. Okay, that's the issue. Now I'm going to fix this in 3D Max. Let's see, I'm going to back. So it takes a while for 3D Max to popping up. I'm going to show for the XML editing how this weapon animation works. Okay, I'm going back to 3D Max, so I'm going to show the XML can be edited in WordPad. I think it's a project. Revo character. Okay, Revo character. So this is the 2. I just want to add it into the. This is a new line. It's supposed to be not exist. Supposed to be deleted. So the default's only 1 here. As you can see. And this is the second one, that's the default. So this is just added recently for my idle drone, but it doesn't work. I'm not sure how. Maybe something to do with this animation, maybe, or robot behavior. I think this is robot behavior because it has a list in the animation. But when I edit the line, it doesn't work, and that's the real issues. Let's see, the first animation is I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna understand about it. So this is the name of the bolt action. There's the animation somewhere up here, maybe. Where's this below? So this is the only. I'm trying to add a new line like this into this text, but something wrong with the line. Like there's a number of line over here. Now there's 53 line. So they have to be matched. Whenever I just make the custom line, if I added or remove the line, it's supposed to be in a proper edits. To figure out though. I'm not sure I'm going to make it in 3D Max before. This is the main issues. So there's it twice mentioned in this file. And this is the new line I just added. Doesn't work. And this is the another bolt action. I think it's double. Reload again, and then the other one is reload. Oh, I think I messed up that one. It's supposed to be the release one. Oh yeah, this is the release one. So the project something wrong. Just typing with my one hand because I'm smoking. It's not project. No, there is no project. So the first is this because it has in the file. Let's see the weapons with the animation. And weapons, I think it's a crossbow here. Call the musket. So when I need the scopes, it will be on this line. So I think it's BS behavior. This is the bolt action project, so I have to attach from the weapons itself called BGED. And it has animation, which is, I think there's no animation on this one. So I have to add it in the 3D Max to show the animation. I think this is called the weapon mechanics for my mouse and a gun. That's why I see it has animation. This is the release animation basically, and it's oh no, just animation for release, not the Magic Flash. The Magic Flash is separate. Let's check. I'm going to freeze this. I think the name was this one. So I can select the nodes. What's the node names? Not the ratchet. Here you can see it's scaling. Oh, I think this is the new maybe. Okay, let's import the animation. Let's say KF. So C, maybe X. Not quite remember. Messes, actors, character. This is for the player. Weapons maybe. Only DLC one weapons. Okay. Animations and there's no diff. Wrong folders. So I'm going back to. This download somewhere. Oh, I forgot the upload games. Not exists. So as you can see, there is a movement somewhere. It may be the wrong file. I guess this is the funny one. I think this is the vanilla, doesn't work. As you can see, the ammo is moving, and this is in a different way. Okay, let's open another file. It's a vanilla crossbow actually. Forgot what it is. So I'm going to extract it first. Looks okay. It is this, but it doesn't work on this one. Interesting. Let's find that purpose. Ratchet. It's on the 0. There is no animation usually. On the 0. It's a 0, 0, 0. This one is moving. This is interesting. This is the default on this location. Definitely. Oh man. Where is that file? And we're going to export clear skeleton xx for the animation only. Now I'm going to copy this. Let's copy. This is the DLC weapon, crossbow, animation blower, release. How much? 9 kilobyte. It is the same. I think this is there is some popping up things. Copy 9, 10. It's basically the same. Yep, still the same. Still in the vanilla. I guess this is the actual location. So the animation only takes in the NIF animation, not in the reload. I do have a reload animation. Let's try reload. Still looks like the default vanilla. So it only takes the leaf animation on the weapons. Okay, let's try the Skyrim again once more. Something I'm going to test the reloads. Oh man, the reload is working. So basically it's empty. So the weapon animation doesn't even move. Okay, that's it for Skyrim. I'm going to fix this later on, but now I'm going to back to Blender. Okay, let's see. Don't know why the black line on the side. Oh yeah, I think I used the screen on the windows on the right side, so the scaling is not quite much. So let's go back to Blender projects. It's been a while, so I'm just testing the animation. It's quite interesting. You can see this is 60 FPS on the multiple, and it's just a strict animation here. The main issues on the multiple character just existed in the in-game, which is dropping the performance. That's the main issues. So you can see this is 60 FPS, but you can see the animation tab in only 12% at most. Sometimes it's 20, I think it's 20%. Let's see the change in the material. Now using the rasterizer, 50%, and animation is 12 to 20 at its peak, but very rare. But this is empty world. The empty world is very good performance. Now I'm going to restrict the animation. The frame rate is dropped, and the animation was rising into 30 FPS. Frame rate is 40, 50 and 60. 40, 60 is very unstable for this game engine to create such a crowd system of the game. Very annoying. I don't know how to fix this. even though the objects only use the basics copy mesh, and then the skeleton is well using the same skeleton in here and in here. Basically a duplicated duplicate. And what is the name? I forgot. Not link. It's called duplicate. But somehow it's made as an individual. So that's why my type is very dropping. It's very rare. I try to compare with the other games. It's a very old game like Dragon Age 2. It's very static crowds and it doesn't much motion in it, just standing animation. But the frame rate was so good. It's so stable performance on that kind of engines. My assumption was it's because there is not much entity, even though it's independently created and is still using a copy on its skeleton and animation as well. I think this game engine doesn't quite. I think the main issue is the logic itself as independent and its animation, because you control the animation. Maybe that's the issues on the animations card system. Whenever I just play in here, what dropping is the? This is the real-time in-game and it's quite fast, but still animation is 30%. It's very annoying. It's very bad for performance. I see the surface is 1%, overhead 2%. Rasterizer is the GPU on the graphics. I'm going to try once more. Straight animation update. GPU latency was still increased, but the animation was decreased, and that's why it's very stable. 60 to 50. Oh yeah, one more thing is the voice acting website now no longer free, so I cannot create my own new story plot for my Blender game. Very, I don't know, so many things just happened. I thought it was really very free websites, not anymore for voice acting, because I'm using the AI on my own game, on my storyline. Now I should find a website for it. This is the interior. It's very 60 FPS. And there is too much on the logics in my game. Too much things. But it's very simple. The reason is because on this store there's so many logic happening in one machine. Like now I'm trying to move using a script, no longer using the link. Object has to use the link from the main scene or the in-game itself. Just take place on the in-game. 2 layers here, and just look at this, it's very huge one, including the third LOD, and the second the LOD for the landscape. This is also the LOD. Oh no, it's not the real. It's supposed to be the LOD. This one is very dropping. Oh, I think it is. It's supposed to be high quality mesh for a floating island. And this is the collision. You see collision on the tab. It's very important to have decrease so many logics in this game. to the ferry. With the players. I don't know where's the player is. Main scene. There it is, very far. You can see this is the weather system. You can see the sun as well. This is a single scene with so many logics in it. Maybe I'm going to release the game without, well, fixing the performance. Kinda skeptical for releasing a very unstable game, even though it's very low quality game in terms of design. Just feel more. I just canceling the release on the game because I just want to add more voice line on the game for the players and some of the NPCs. Just that's it. Just to count. Oh yeah, maybe one more is for the Radiant or random villagers, miscellaneous NPCs around the. It's supposed to be crowd system, and whenever I just closing this NPC, automatically say hi on the voice acting. Now he's changing this many logics. For example, I'm going to prevent this skip mode with 0 skip. This is also decreasing the performance, many things, but sometimes it doesn't quite need it because it's changing the state. Less for changing the state. For example, the time is the actual time itself. Now I'm changing into skipping into 600 ticks or frames. I think it's ticks. The same with the frame as well. So 600 frame it will be changed. Clock. So it will be jumping and jumping. It's like Skyrim. Skyrim also not using the real time timing on the clock itself, on the daily time. Sometimes I can see the sun is just moving step by step. It's not entirely rotate into around the players. So sometimes it's a move step by step, maybe about 1 minute at a time, and then rotate. So the sun is like step by step every 600 frame or maybe about 1 minute. It's very interesting. I use the same method in my own game as well. It turns out the same has an issue performance, I guess. So I'm going to test the game. Maybe next time, not today. So today is your first streaming for showcase on the explaining on the issues only. Maybe next time I'm going to fix live stream and then fix it. Takes time as well. Really takes time. And because I stuck on the idea not fix all the issues that I had in my game and my mods. So it's sometimes I don't have any clues there, so I don't have to live stream anymore unless I have to finish this first. Okay, see you for the next streaming and goodbye.